To this MYXclusive interview. I'm VJ IE from the #1 music channel in the Philippines, Mix, your choice, your music. And for today, we have an international artist joining us. He is a Danish music superstar. His song Ghost was actually named the most played song of 2020 on Danish radio, and he actually got that achievement also in 2019, so it's not new for him. And right now he has a new song out. It's called If It Weren't For You. He just released it a few days ago, and we're going to be talking more about that and its music video. Please welcome Christopher.
What's up, you guys? Hi.
Hi. Welcome back to Mix, Christopher.
Thank you. Thank you for having me once again.
Yes, please greet all of your Filipino fans who are watching right now.
Hello to all my Filipino fans. I miss you guys like crazy. I hope you're staying safe out there. I can't wait to come back and hopefully play some live music for you. We'll see some light at the end of the tunnel. Yeah, until then, it's just about staying safe.
That's true. Thank you so much for saying that, because the situation here isn't getting any better so far. Like the number of cases per day is still rising. So thank you. Thank you for saying that. You know, your music is really helping us go through this, especially your latest one, If It Weren't For You. But before we talk about that, congratulations on being named, your song was named the most played song of the year in Danish radio, Ghost. How did you take that news, since it's your second time to get that achievement?
That means is twice as good. No, I'm kidding. Obviously, it's just amazing to have that sort of support from the radios, especially in these times where you can't be out playing live. So that's one of the places that you'll hear the new music that's on the radio. And I mean, I felt such an amazing support and growth on my streaming services like Spotify and so on. So it's just amazing to feel that people are still listening to the music, still supporting, and still checking it out, even though you can't be there physically and play the songs live. That's always been my favorite thing and my favorite part of this job. That's been traveling the world, playing live music, seeing the fans, seeing them smile and clap along, and creating those memories with them. You know, so it's been hard. It's been crazy tough. These strange times, and I was supposed to be on an Asian tour. I was supposed to be on a European tour and a Danish tour, and everything has been canceled and postponed so many times. So a lot of disappointments, a lot of black holes that I've fallen into. But you know, you got to stay positive, got to stay optimistic. And you know, the worst thing and the most frustrating thing about this is that you don't know when it's going to end. No one knows. So it's just about sticking in there and holding on to all the people that you love and who are there and that will support you. That's what my new song is about. And all the people, it's a tribute to the people that I love, and you know, stating that if it weren't for them, I would have gone completely crazy.
Exactly. And I think it works both ways. So thank you so much for releasing your music, because it really is helping us get through these tough times. And I think, you know, with those achievements that we've mentioned earlier, it is a testament as to how much your fans miss watching you live as well. As you mentioned, you know, it's one of your most favorite things about this job. And I really hope you get to visit the Philippines again sometime soon and perform this beautiful song. Now let's talk about If It Weren't For You. What made you write the song? What was your inspiration behind it? Can you take us back to that day when you started writing this song?
Well, obviously, it was written in the middle of this pandemic, in the middle of
Mm-hmm.
lockdown. Denmark was not open at the time either, but it was a very, very hot summer, and I was in the booth writing and recording lyrics, and I was sweating like crazy. I was almost naked when I recorded these vocals, so that's a little uh, fun fact. You can I
Thanks for the video,
listen to this,
Christopher.
listen to the song. No, it was. It was a weird time. I was at a weird place, and we were
Mhm.
talking about, how frustrating that it was. Like I said before, that you don't know when this is going to end, and you just have to stay positive and look on the bright side if you have one. And for me, my bright side and my upside was my family and the people that support me and have supported me in these crazy times, and the people that I love the most. And that I support. Obviously, it's you got to be supportive of each other. You got to remind yourself constantly that better times are waiting for us, and at least we have each other, and we're all safe and healthy.
Mhm.
So it's an optimistic song that is focusing not only on the lockdown, but are focusing on the light at the end of the tunnel, and hopefully one day the world will be normal and we'll go back out there and do all the things that we love.
Mhm. And I think, some of those things that you mentioned are in the video. Your loved ones doing the things that you love. Can you tell us about this very good vibes inducing music video of yours?
Yeah, it's a very personal video. It was basically just me scrolling down my camera roll while listening to the song, picking out the best videos, the most feel good videos. I want it to be a feel good and optimistic and hopeful video, as the song has this very upbeat, very optimistic and positive vibe. And for me, what a music video should do is to make the song better, and to sort of support the song and make you want to listen to it once again. And I feel like this video is a good example of that. It has the same vibe as the song. And for me, I love shooting music videos. I've shot music videos in Singapore and in Korea and in New York City. And um, since we can't do that right now, since we can't travel, since we can't have these very big productions and so on, it was about doing the complete opposite and just giving something very intimate and very personal, something
Mhm.
that people can relate to also in these times. Because I bet that I'm not the only one scrolling down my camera roll, watching old videos and being like, oh my God, we really did that.
Exactly. I mean, just the other day, I actually posted like a throwback photo of me
Yeah.
traveling. So I think everyone can relate to this feeling. We're just living vicariously through our photos right now and videos. So for those who haven't seen the video yet, can you describe to us, like, what were the things that you included in there? Who were the people that you had to make sure of that were there in the video? It included not just your personal friends, your fans as well. So tell us about the things that you wanted to be in the video.
I feel like this video is just the highlights and the peaks of my life right before Corona. Uh, and obviously, there's some live footage with me in front of thousands of people that
Mhm.
I really miss. Obviously, some of my best friends are in there. My grandmother is in there really quickly. Um,
Aw.
you know, m- Obviously my wife. There's a couple of shots from our wedding and from our honeymoon, and there's a couple of shots for with me and my band being on a European tour right before the lockdown. And it's just it's crazy looking back at those videos and being like, I can't believe that the world looked like that. It's been so long now that you almost forgot, and I'm sure it will feel weird in the beginning when it opens back up. But
Mhm.
I really do miss that life, just being free and just touring and traveling. And yeah, so hopefully it's not only a look back on what it was, but it's also a look into the future, what it will look like in a few months from now.
Hopefully, but in the meantime, thank you so much for giving us a sneak peek into your camera roll. I mean, you have a great one. If this is what we see in your camera roll when we check it out, you have great footage of your life, sneak peeks of your life. But are these all yours, or did you have to ask your friends as well, or some other people to gather more videos of you and your happy moments? How long did it take for you to gather all these videos?
It took some time. I think I have 60,000 videos and photos on my, so I was
What?
scrolling like crazy. And it's actually only videos and footage from my phone and from Cicely's phone, my wife. Um, and then it took me a few days to edit it all together, and I was sitting with a pro doing that, and being like, maybe take that out, maybe put that in there, and it was to get a bit more layers to the story. I very late in the process included
Mhm.
some of the shots from our wedding, and basically it was just because it felt like, because we had such a small bubble and we were only allowed to see a few people in these
Mhm.
lockdown period, that my very closest was obviously my wife, and she got pregnant during this pandemic, and she gave birth,
Congrats.
and now we have a little baby and she's 6 months old. So she was very the anchor to my sanity, and it's a to be honest, it's a tribute to her. It's a tribute to the
Aw.
loving person that she is, and she definitely kept me sane through these times. So yeah.
So sweet. That is so sweet. But going back to what you said about having like over 60,000 videos, there must have been some footage or some videos that didn't make the cut. So if there was like one runner up, like the first runner up video that didn't make the cut that you wanted to include, what would it be?
I mean, there was so many things that didn't make the cut. Obviously, it's a very fine balance when it's this personal, where
Hmm.
you share it and feel like this is okay, and where you share it and feel like this is too much. And
Yes.
in the beginning, there was a lot of kissing in the video going on, and that I felt like that was a bit too much. So I had to take that out and put some other a little bit more sober footage in there. Um, but I it's so important for me to be completely honest and not
Hmm.
to hide anything, and just to be an open book and be like, this is what I wrote it about. This is who I wrote it for. This is what it looked like. This is what I'm missing, and it's a fine balance to. It's a very fine line, You walk in the tightrope, and it's about finding that balance where it's honest, but it's not. You don't feel like throwing up in your own mouth because it's too sweet. It has to,
Hmm.
it has to be a combination between optimistic and positive and inspiring, and loving and honest, and not too much, and that can be hard. That can be hard. So
Well, I think it's the
a lot of
perfect mix.
specific. Okay, thank you.
Yes, you were able to balance it out here in this video. Now, we also heard you're coming up with a deluxe version of your latest album, My Blood. Can you tell us a little bit about this and what we can expect from it?
There's gonna be some more acoustic jams on that album.
Ooh.
Obviously, if it weren't for you, it's gonna be on that deluxe. A few more songs are being added, and I have a couple of favorites that are being added to that album as well. I've had a lot of time to write a lot of. I felt very inspired through these past 2 years, not only because
Mhm.
of the pandemic and everything, but it was just an emotional time for me, and being a dad and all that. There's so much to write about. So yeah, I'm excited to share all these new songs with people.
Oh, wow. So, just to make sure, so aside from the acoustic versions, there are going to be new songs, like
Yes.
completely new songs in the deluxe version.
Yeah.
Wow. Why did you decide to like make a deluxe version of My Blood and not just, release the new songs in a separate compilation?
Basically, it was because I wanted to. I just kept writing while the album was done. I kept writing, and I was making better songs. and I was like, oh man, I wish I wrote this 2 months ago. It could have been on the album. And then my manager was like, we can just make a deluxe version of the album. I felt like I was still working in that same vein of the album, and it sounded like it would fit very well on the My Blood album. So the songs that I wrote right after the album was released, they're gonna be on the album now. And then now I've just now started the new album. So I'm just writing all the time, writing every day, and I still feel super inspired, and I just want to release more music because I feel like I need it and people need it.
That is great to know. I mean, even though you are a new dad, I mean, your baby is just 6 months young. That is a crazy time for parents. Usually they don't have sleep, they don't have time to eat. But it's great that you still have time to write then, and you're very inspired.
The coffee is the lifesaver.
Yes, coffee is a lifesaver. But for now, that's all the time that we have with you. So before we let you go, Christopher, what is your message to all of your Filipino fans who are waiting for you to come back and are sound tripping your songs in the meantime?
To all my Filipino fans, first of all, I just want to say thank you for the love and the support. Thank you for listening. Thank you for checking out these new songs. I can't wait to come back. I really do miss you guys, and I can't wait to come back and play live for you. And it's very important for me to say that you gotta stay safe, you gotta stay healthy, take care of each other, and keep the spirits high. Stay optimistic, stay grateful for the things you have, and you can be grateful for. Focus on the positives. That will make you sane through these crazy times. So yeah, I miss you guys. Take care.
Yay. And to keep those spirits high, continue on watching the music video and streaming the song. If it weren't for you, it's now out on all digital streaming platforms. And please do vote for it on our official website, mixph.com, so it may enter our mix charts. But thank you so much, Christopher. We're looking forward to the deluxe version of My Blood. But in the meantime, we'll enjoy If It Weren't For You for now. Thank you so much to everyone for joining us in this MYXclusive interview. Once again, I'm VJ IE from the #1 music channel in the Philippines, Mix. Bye, guys. Thank you, Christopher.
Bye.